pretty neat. But the problem is that, like, I just spend a lot more money to make exactly the same content. Like, if I had more equipment, I wouldn't do anything differently, really. I mean, maybe I'd upload it to 720p or something, but other than that, probably not.
Yo Chaminade, where did you end up going to college? Jeff Seiis, my big brother. Jeff Sieve.
I'm trying to see if I could subsist on a sandwich today. Would I enjoy working in the office with others? It depends. I feel like there'd have to be a really good, like, group dynamic. You know, not just hiring somebody to produce videos or do editing or something and not really interact with them that much.
You know him.
If it were more like,
PP.
you know, good collaboration between friends or something, then yeah, that would be fine, but you can't really put out a job opening and say, like, hey, looking for a friend. You know, in terms of getting a dynamic. That wouldn't really work all that well.
What does PP means?
Yeah, all the other people in the office are
It's
PewDiePie.
PP.
I'd take somebody with worse tech skills if they meshed well. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think overall, in general, I'm fairly technically competent.
Yo Chaminade.
More or less. Like, it's not
college?
super specialized. I can't really do a lot of art, and I can't really do a lot of website anything, but I got the groundwork mostly alright.
For boobs. Nice.
Move it.
Why ask, just wondering. I went to Princeton laughing out loud. I was in Cham, I know your school and 2011 in class. Chaminade High School. Yep.
But, like, there's no business model for it, really. I think this watch people play games thing is going to be kind of super saturated. Because everybody is trying to do that. And, you know, it comes down to, like, look, how does this person offer different content than some other dude who's doing the exact same thing? Yeah, I already have the DLC for that. Most people are bad at it. I mean, maybe, but I don't know what that entails. I mean, how are you bad at Let's Playing, aside from if you have really bad quality, which is an easy fix, and it's a lot easier to do now. You know, to make stuff that looks good because technology's improved and things like XSplit and whatnot are really pretty good these days. Or if you just have like a really uninteresting personality, in which case, you know, that's not like a fatal flaw. You can work on that. Well, the problem is, it's like, I don't know how to talk about things like this without sounding really self-inflated, like everyone's bad and I'm perfect. But like, I don't know how to put it. Not to say like personalities are molded from birth, because they're not really. But like, you have to be interesting. And again, I feel weird even saying things like this because it's like, well, I'm interesting, no one else is, ha ha ha. But like, wait, who voted for Bridge? Gross.
You probably met a whole bunch of Chaminade guys at Scranton.
But like,
if you ever see Chris or Joe, tell them that Mark T from Scranton.
You know, it's,
hell no.
You have to read stuff.
Rob.
Read
Bridge.
Books.
I'm from Jersey,
read the paper. Listen to podcasts like NPR and whatnot for people who can express ideas well.
Yes. Vote no.
watch a lot of Mystery Science Theater 3000
God.
episode just to get an
Yeah, I
idea
went
of
to
how, like,
Princeton.
riffing on
Vote
stuff and
yes.
comedic timing works.
Please. Chris and I were
You know,
both
you have
Eagle
to-
Scouts. No.
You have to take a bunch of
Lord.
elements for things that
No, no,
work
no.
and are interesting that
No.
aren't necessarily applied
It's
specifically to
intense.
games and just sort of absorb them so that when you do have to talk
Type
at length
yes.
about something,
Whoever
you kind of
votes
have a
yes is
general
Hitler.
idea of what works,
I
what
didn't
doesn't,
really
how to
know
express
Joe that well.
ideas and all that.
No.
And you have, you know, things you could pull
I'm guessing
from
you are
already kind of
also
there,
intense
and you don't really
online.
have to think about it, and that's an automatic process. You know, you're not going to become more effective at commenting on games or whatnot if you just watch people do
Yeah,
only that,
how'd you
because
find
that's
out about this game?
not really all
Joe's
that
super
useful. It
laid
doesn't really
back.
give you a foundation of
Congratulations.
content or expression or
Map
whatever.
Boat Bridge Crossing.
And
I've
that's
been playing it since
that's the thing that I
2004,
think
laughing out loud, and only got back into it a few months
is
ago.
the limiting factor,
Anti.
I think, for a lot of people who try things like
Yes.
playing games online for money, because it's just like,
Yeah, same man.
you're either the kind of person
Such a classic game.
who wants to do things like that, you know, read the Times, read books, listen to podcasts, whatever, or you're not. And
Unfortunately, I have
that's
a
kind of
weak game
like,
starting in the background. So
I guess,
got
more
a
of like an
piece.
upbringing sort of thing.
See ya, man.
You know, where your interests are, and if those are interests that are complementary to
But I'll see you around.
talking about crap on the
Oh,
internet.
okay, cool. How to be a Minecraft YouTuber. Will do. Step 1. See ya.
I don't know if any of that made any sense, but no, you're in the way of my grenade. But I really don't watch a lot of other people do internet stuff. You know, I have like a very small selection of things that I watch people make. And that's kind of it. You know, I don't normally browse around and look at random things. Clear as mud, yeah, I know. Also, a good sense of self-loathing helps. I mean, it's entirely possible I'm projecting too much, but at the same time, the issue is like, that's all I know, you know? This is all I've ever done, and I guess it more or less works.
Map Boat Bridge Crossing.
And as a result, that's really the only kind of advice I could
Map
give.
Boat Bridge. Yes. Yes.
See, that's why it's weird to talk about sometimes, because it's sort of assuming everyone should be like me and I found the answer, and that's not, you know, necessarily true, and I'm fairly sure it's not
Take other map.
at all true, but,
Not bridge.
you know,
Every
it's
voting
like,
type yes.
I don't have anything else to pull from. I've only been one person in this life, so...
No for bridge. No.
Yeah, no, I get what you're
Hey Cam.
saying, Ricky-on, about that, and I totally understand that perspective from it.
Why God? Cam. Okay, go sleep.
But I do think it is helpful to, you know, consume different kinds of content and media, all those buzzwords, just to sort of get an idea of how to express certain things.
Votekick user. Mob scene. Tim bullied me in kindergarten last year.
Well, it's not really even like a craft
Like
thing.
it.
You know, it's just sort of, this is how I am as a person, more or less. I'd say the only thing that actually like honed as a craft is like the idea of the hold-on screens and the Microsoft Paint, whatever. Everything else is more or
Simply
less
Sophie.
whatever. Just sort of automatic in a sense.
Sex with my girlfriend. Map boat paradise.
What are you even talking about in this game?
Had a sex. EOE.
XSplit skills.
Nice. Yes. Lowy.
Yeah, chat interaction is fun. The only problem is that sometimes there are games that are really not conducive to it. Like Roller Coaster Tycoon works really well for that because you don't really have to. God damn it, who flashed me?
Here you go. Oh my god.
Because you don't really have to pay attention to the game all that well. And it's not going to get away from you. But a lot of other games, like if you look away, it will just backfire. This is America's Army. Hello.
ENSE.
Gotta be. God damn it. Same guy in the same place. Ugh. Should have thrown a flashbang or something at him. That would have worked better. It's weird to talk about, you know, what makes a stream good with my own personal experiences, because then I just sort of feel like I make it seem like everyone's doing it wrong except me. That's not really what I want to project. You know, I can only talk about my own experiences because there's only been one brain in my head, and that's mine. I'm pretty sure. Unless there's some, like, weird Soviet experiments with head transplants that I didn't know about in my sleep. Apparently they're actually doing that now. There's some dude who is, I think, a quadriplegic, maybe. And he volunteered for a Russian head transplant, which may or may not actually happen. Yeah, it's probably true. You know, personalities are all different and whatnot. You just sort of have to find what works. Like what aspect of that you can best apply to making an interesting thing.
WTF.
God, my hair is just like stuck to my face. I don't know why. Probably because I woke up today and then napped. Likely doesn't help.
Mission complete.
My face is not sticky now. That'd be a little strange if it were. I don't even know what leave-in conditioner is. I just have conditioner. Just rinse it out and call it a day. Regrets. Regrets. Shouldn't have thrown that grenade. No one's gonna be in here that early. I know it's conditioner you leave in, but doesn't that make it just like a mess? Ugh. My hair absorbs it. What? Somebody was telling me something about just getting a bunch of like coconut oil and then putting that in your hair and just leaving it for hours. That I don't know anything about. It kind of gets to the point where it's just, well, there's a lot of stuff I could be doing, but I want to leave the house eventually, so with any luck, this hair should grow back. Does it smell good? Or does it just go rancid in your hair? Oh, you can just eat this or put it on your hair, apparently. That's good. Sweet almond oil. Like, all this stuff I'm looking at, I feel like I would just rather be eating. Raw honey. Why would I want to put that on my hair?
Wow.
Wait. Oh no, wait, that's just honey. That's not what you put in your hair. That's what you eat. Never mind.
Ouch.
And you have really oily hair for 3 hours. Yeah, I don't know. That's one of these things that I don't really know anything about.
Damn.
Although I am on a similar topic of not looking like a bum, I think I'm steadily realizing that every t-shirt I've ever owned is far too large for me.
We'll back soon.
Let me see, I'm trying to find an image. To see. Like, there's the thingy, the seam that's supposed to line up in a certain way, right? I'd have to look. There was a good illustration I found on the internet. Now I can't find it anymore. Yeah, well. Like the seam for your arm, shoulder thing is supposed to like end at a certain point and not go, you know, like onto your bicep, which this shirt is currently doing. Which I believe is a large. It's one of these like, oh, what's your t-shirt size? Oh, men's large. Okay. So now I just have a collection of shirts that are really big, which I just got used to feeling like was normal size. It shouldn't go down your arm. Oops. It sort of does. Depends on the shirt, depends on how old they are and how much they've been washed.
Last one.
But, who should tell me how to wear a shirt? Well, I mean, eventually you have to learn how to not look like a bum. Oh, that hit somebody. No, it didn't. Boop. I'll just get spray on clothing. The future. No! My thing turned red.
Thanks.
There's a bad dude here. But I couldn't tell you where. Oh, don't you dare throw that grenade, you're gonna kill me. Don't look at it. That didn't explode yet. Oh, God damn it! Ugh. That should have exploded going up the stairs. It never does. Suits are nice. You can keep them. It's too stuffy.
See ya guys, GG.
I hate this map.
Good game.
Clothing is a waste of time. Why bother?
Vote mount. Vote collapsed tunnel. Map list. Vote babies.
Oh, wait, that's pool day.
Map list.
Haha, now I took the map vote. Now you can't vote
Yes.
for the next 5 minutes. Ha ha ha. I don't make anywhere near 80 or 90 grand.
Vote 1.
I don't even know what I would do with that much money, to be honest.
No.
I don't really buy anything. Well, sometimes. Mostly just buy garbage.
Vote map 1.
I think I only
Vote
killed,
map
like,
1.
people in 2 rounds of
Vote map 1.
16. Also, the Goodwills around here are not good. Badumch.
Yes.
What you can do at thrift stores, though, is if you go to ones by college towns, you can find a lot of cheap video
Yes.
games.
Yes.
But it's only got